Where is it going? Come on. All right, now, maybe it's starting now. Please. All right, there we go. We are live. I don't know, YouTube, you're changing something behind the scenes. I don't know what it is, but you're pissing me off. All right, got that out of the way. It's Ernie here. We're here to talk about Bitcoin analysis. And of course, the analysis here is usually spot on as usual. I posted something earlier today in the Discord group. If you're not already a member of the Discord group, go down below. Go down below right now. Go down below in the description and join the Discord group. It was a free trade I put out there. Dropped from, it wasn't a huge trade, only dropped from 10,300 to 10,180. So a nice 120 points, but it was spot on, very timely. You could see it from an order flow perspective building up, and so I put it in there. But generally, what my outlook is right now on the market is, let me get the chart here. And the beat goes on. The beat goes on. La di da di dee. La di da di da. All right. So here's the chart that I put out there. Let's see. I'm going to do some housekeeping here. Get the right camera. There's the chart. All right. So this was I guess it was a 60-minute chart. And I'm showing how we're teetering on the edge of this volume node here. And I said that we would drop down to about 10,180 and then move up. Now, this is all part of a bigger analysis that I've been giving for the past few days. My idea here is that it looks like, to me, and also this is being suggested by PatternCast, by the recognition of various patterns that are happening, that are building, that are accumulating, that will move up a little bit. So I'm putting that in conjunction with my own intuition and my experience and saying that, well, right now, in the market, if you go and look at all of the vast majority of analysts out there that are following Bitcoin, the, quote, technical analysts, the people who are out there that are completely delusional because they do not work off of statistical information, that follow the crowd, they are lemmings. Everyone thinks that this pattern is a bearish pattern. Well, it may very well be in the long run. But I'll tell you what is most likely to happen. Because they're all bearish, it's much more likely that we will make a bullish break on this pattern and move above the top trend line, or what the top part of the triangle. And then, at that point, I believe everybody's going to go long. They're all going to pile in! They're going to say, turn about! Turn about! I don't know if you've ever seen, when you have to do a tack on a boat, on a sailboat, and the boom comes swinging across, and you do a hard on the rudder, and everyone's like tightening up the jib. That's kind of like what's going to happen there, and we're going to go, and they're all going to go long, and then just as everybody's hopping in, and they feel like they've got their bearings, I believe that Bitcoin will then dump and go short. Now, the timing here is kind of important because right now, today, what is today's date? Today's date is the 13th. We've got about 10 days for this to happen. Because, so, and I'm not so sure that, we're going to break out right here. I think that we'll start moving up and then, bounce on that ceiling of bounce right there. That's me bouncing off the top of that triangle. It's going to try to break through, and then it's going to break through like that. And that's when everybody's going to say, holy crap, we must go long, and then it's going to go long. And then that should be, I don't know, maybe a day or two before September 23rd, before the backed event, BAKKT. The thing that everybody's waiting for, thinking that because now there is renewed interest by institutions that all the institutions is just going to pile in all their cash because that's what they believe will happen. All those professional investors and whales and everybody, they're just, and that's going to send Bitcoin to the moon. I'm sort of replaying what's in their head. I'm using Bitcoin viewing, looking into the future. And they'll get all caught up in that, and then that's when they will freaking dump it. And then, in fact, the original plan, they'll all be caught with their shorts down. That's a pun. The original plan of the descending triangle being bearish will come true, and Bitcoin will blast down. How low will it go? Well, I don't know. I'm thinking 8,000 is a really good bet. 7,000 or 6,000 is an okay bet. Might be extending myself if I say it goes lower than that, but it's possible. I mean, we could go down to 3,000. Who knows? But I'm not saying that. I'm thinking 8,000 is that to me. I feel comfortable with that. I feel really comfortable. Now, it's going to be interesting to watch PatternCast during this time and what kind of signals that it gives us, because it has been so friggin' good. We're now on 11 out of 12 signals that have triggered for Bitcoin on our PatternCast service that have hit with an average move of over $500 per, or 500 BTC USD points. Average on every one. Can you imagine if you were in that service and you took all those trades where you'd probably have an extra Bitcoin off of a small account. You'd probably have an extra Bitcoin built up in just 3 weeks. Imagine that. Imagine if that were you. Or, you could play it safe, like me, and get an extra quarter of a Bitcoin because I have a really small account. And that's me. You could be me. If you want to get into a yearly account, you can get the monthly, try the month out. Try a month out, see what happens, and if you make back your month or you make some good profit, then you can go for the quarterly or the yearly. With the yearly, you can put in the code crypto and you'll get $400 off. And if you pay in crypto, I'll send you $200 in Bitcoin. That's what I'll do. I will do that. I will. Yep, that's what I'll do. I'll send you Bitcoin. And then you'll have the privilege of working with this incredible technology. Become a winner again. Shed the losing ways that I know that the vast majority of you that are not PatternCast followers, that are wannabe traders, you'll be shedding the shame of being a loser, because I know you are. You're a loser. You can admit it to yourself. I know. You know who you are. You're a loser. You can join the winning crowd. You might be saying, how can this guy be so arrogant? I'll never trade with Ernie. And I'll say, well, I don't care. Really don't care. You could join if you want. That's all right, because there's going to be thousands more following that will have seen the light. I'm admiring my new knife. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's a Benchmade Crooked River, mini Crooked River. Beautiful knife. Has S90V steel. Premium, high quality steel. Probably the best steel ever made for a knife. Nice big chunks of carbon fiber scales on it. Isn't that gorgeous? That is one gorgeous knife. Of course, it has the Benchmade axis lock. It's a fantastic knife. It sits alongside my Benchmade 940, which is an absolute classic. Yeah, I was admiring that. That's another, toy I bought with PatternCast Bitcoin profits. I bought all kinds of toys with that, including lots of pool equipment, billiards equipment. I'm just thinking of what I'm going to buy next. I think the next thing I'm going to buy is probably a gold crown pool table, a 9-foot gold crown pool table. That's going to be my next thing. I'm going to need another 4 or 5 trades with PatternCast. And then I'll have enough to buy myself a nice gold crown. Maybe a gold crown 4. Maybe a 5. I think the 5 is a big advance over the 4. They have a gold crown 6, and I think that's just way overpriced, and it has things that I don't really need. I mean, I just want a tournament quality table with tight pockets, maybe 4-inch, maybe 4 1/16 or something like that. And then I can start playing with the cue and the jump cue that I bought. Yeah, and the break cue that I bought. All with PatternCast profits. I'm going to have to buy my wife something. I'm thinking I'm going to buy her... I know that she doesn't watch this, so she'll never know. I told her that I'm going to buy her something that she had mentioned a while ago because she was at the spa not too long ago, had her nails and other things done, and they had her sitting in this really beautiful leather, comfy massage chair. I think that's what I'll get her. I'll get her a massage chair. Yeah, that sounds good. What else? Oh, yeah, Bitcoin analysis. That's what you came here for. You didn't come here for envy. You came here to learn where I think PatternCast... I told you, first of all. We're going to... And you can see it right there. Right there. We're dropping down. We already have dropped. I'm going to remove this. All right, so you can see that we did drop and break that 180, and now we're moving up. Now, it's possible that we may drop again. I mean, we moved and we bounced off of that level. You can see it right there. It's possible we might come right down and test that again, and then have, spend a little time down there, then move up. Or we could just move straight up. I haven't, that's an unknowable. It depends on the market, the patterns. Right now it looks like it's going to go up, but I've seen these patterns work out before where it will continue down after it's already reached past. Right now we're right in the middle of this big volume well. Let's go. This is the 5-minute chart. Let's move out to like a 1-hour chart. You can see that a little bit more. You can't see the whole volume well from here. Maybe if I bring in a little bit more data. Still not. You can sort of see there's a well here, but until we get some more data, let's go to a 4-hour chart. There it is. There it is. Just bring it across like that. See, there it is. There's the move that I called at around 12:15 today. I said it would come down, hit here. I think that it will spend a little time on this volume node. Maybe it will spend no time. I don't know. And then it will move up through this volume node. Maybe test the top of it. Maybe come up a little bit higher, and bounce, bounce, bounce off that top of that big triangle. That's what this is. That blue line. If I zoom out a little bit more, we can take a look at that. See, there it is, the top of the triangle. I got to remove all of these. These trades have been removed since there's been new PatternCast calls. There we go. So you can see there it is. There's the triangle. I'm going to come right up there, right there, right about there. And then we're going to break on through to the other side. And then I believe what will happen is this volume node up here, there's actually two of them. We'll break through and we'll hang out up here a little bit and get everybody really bullish until backed comes around, which should be on a time scale. Let's put the time scale in there. Put a vertical line. Vertical line right at the 23rd. There it is. There's the vertical line. That's when we'll drop. And we'll probably drop right through the apex of this triangle. Like that. So it'll be something, I don't know, let's see. Something like this. You know, we'll move up here like that. Maybe we'll fiddle about. Maybe come down a little bit. We'll fool the hell out of people. Come up here. Do something like this. And then whammo. I forgot this part right here. I forgot the I forgot this right here, you know. This part. Right there, right on the edge of that. I got to do that. Forgot that. Forgot the edge of the triangle. We got to come up here and kind of like go nuts right there. You know? Got to go nuts right there. Like that. And then break through. Like that. There we go. Right? We've got these two volume nodes here to deal with. And then we'll just boom. Hope you like the sound effects and the illustration. I'm trying my best to illustrate breaking on through to the other side. Yeah! Get the real feeling for it, you know? You gotta have a feeling for all this stuff. It looks like, you know, next week I'll be joining Tone Vase on his channel, and we'll hang out for a bit, and I'll tell him about my trading style and you know, what I use. We've already had a debate on volume profile. I'm sure if you go down below and search for Tone Vase on there, you'll see we had a debate on this last year. And at the time, you know, he was not a believer in volume, mostly because he had never used volume, didn't understand it, had no idea, and he actually poo-pooed it, thinking that volume was, you know, just some kind of, you know, esoteric indicator. When I convinced him and won that debate soundly and told him that, no, it's not just an esoteric. As a matter of fact, volume is way more important than price action, and certainly more important than a TD sequential. And then I proceeded to explain it to him, and then he started to embrace it. Now he includes volume profile in all his stuff. Imagine that. So this time when I get on his channel, we'll start talking about PatternCast. And I really hope that Tone benefits from this, because I'll be very generous to him. Should some of his followers see the brilliance in this. So we'll see what happens there. So that's going to be interesting. That'll be next week or the week after. I know that he's traveling right now, but we're going to arrange that. So let's see. What do we have going on here? We've got some people. I need to get better at selling when I know I should and quit holding on to half or something of my position with greed, I guess. Yeah. Hey, Caveman, how you doing? All eyes, that's the thing. When you get a profit, friggin' take it, man. Just, you're much better off being out of the market with money in your hands. Gabriel Garza, how you doing? Peace, Ernie. Happy trading. Thanks for everything. And happy start of a new season of Nightlife with University Girls. Man, I wish I was your age again. Yeah, I remember those days. Although I'm a college dropout. Anthony Brocata says, hey, Ernie, 8,000 is the new 1,500. Still waiting for Bitcoin to hit 999. I don't know what you're talking about. So are you claiming that somehow I claimed that Bitcoin was bound for 1,500? I may have said things like it could hit that. But there are people out there that will latch on to things that you say and then claim that you were like dead wrong. That's great. Described me perfect, coach. Took about 8 of those 12 trades up close to 0.8 Bitcoin in profit. Can't thank you enough. I am so happy when I hear about things like that. Oh, you're going to buy a new rosin press. I've got a rosin press over here. I've shown it before. I highly recommend a rosin press, especially in the days of all these people croaking from vapes, Do real vapes with absolutely pure rosin. Don't get it from some Chinese manufacturer and or do those vape pens. That's ridiculous. If you're going to do some vaping, create your own rosin from primo weed that you grow in your facilities like I do. And then vape that. That's the way to go. Ernie, could you take a peek at silver and tell us what you think? Yeah. Silver. Let's take a look at silver. Silver futures. So, we're on the 1 hour chart here. Let's get on the daily. So I don't know if you remember, but people were asking me, what should I do when we were up around 19.5? And I had one thing to say. I said, sell it. Sell. Then they say, well, what are you doing? I said, well, at the time I wasn't really holding this. I didn't ride it up. But that's what I would have done. I would have sold. I have physical. So as it drops down, gets back down to 14 or 15, I'm just going to buy more. But here, I mean, if you're holding silver or silver futures, what are you going to do now while it's free falling? It's kind of late now in the game. I would say, when it gets down to 16.5, be a buyer. When it gets down to 15 15, be a buyer. That's what I would do. Val Kilmer is Jim Morrison. Yeah, wouldn't that be a kick? He did play a very good Jim Morrison in the movie. Looking forward to the Tone Vase podcast. Watch the last one also. Cool. Hey, caveman sounds. The sound effects are great, almost like 3D. Come on, Ernie. You know it's the force field not letting it break on the outside triangle. From Crypto Farce. You mean Face? Yeah, Crypto Face is claiming that there is a force field above and that we're trying to break through the force field. Oh, he says, I don't think you were dead wrong. Okay. Thank you. So All Eye says he's been making his own rosin for over 2 years. Grow it myself, press it myself, all legal now. It's wonderful to have clean meds at my disposal. Absolutely. We have a harvest coming up pretty soon, and we'll have to show all that off. I'll show it to you in varying stages. You know, maybe what I'll take some pictures today and I'll show you those on the next video. We have actually 2 tenths worth. One is one is ready probably in the next maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks to harvest. The other one is a good 6 weeks away, I'd say. But it's good stuff. There's a lot. There is a lot, I must say. 2 full tenths, and these are big ass tenths. 2 full tenths. Let's see, where are we in terms of this move now? We need to get back into this 5-minute chart. There we go. Yeah, I do think it's going to move right back down to 10,180 again. That's Bitcoin I'm talking about. And that's where I'm long. That's where I'm going to go long. Actually, I've already hit that point. I might add a little bit. And if we go down below that, probably at 10,000, I'll add another long, maybe. And these are small positions. But I do anticipate then it reversing and then starting the trek up to the force field. We're going to come up to the force field. And then we're going to, at some point, break on through to it. So yeah, there it is. See it? I look like I have jaundice or something. The coloring is bad here. What is this? Must be the lights. Is it the lights? I can adjust the color on the lights. Let's adjust the color on this one too. Let's see. Is that better? I think that's better color. So I have these studio LED lights, and I can adjust the color. I think that's a little bit better. What do you think? It looks a little sharper. It looks a little bit better defined. See, let's go back to the comments. What do you think of Crypto Face? He seems like a goof. I think that he's a total scammer. I think that he is about as evil of a person as you can possibly imagine. I know that he is not delusional. I know that he is taking advantage of thousands of people with total bullshit technology that he says he developed in his market cipher, which is nothing more than a couple of off-the-shelf, readily available thrown together indicators with his own secret sauce configuration. It is total bull. He's made a lot of money off of scamming a lot of people, and it's really, and now he's making the rounds, and all these other Bitcoin personalities are putting him on air, allowing him to make even more money and scam even more people. That's what I think of Crypto Face. Weed party for all at Ernie's place for all PatternCast members. Are you high? No, I am not. I am, quite frankly, I am never high when I am doing a show, although it may seem so. It is all, my normal personality is almost indistinguishable from being high. So you think it's my Martha's Vineyard tan that is causing the color problem? What the fuck is Crypto Face? Crypto Face is, if you look at it, just look on YouTube, Crypto Face. He wears a friggin' mask, like a black mask, like he's some sort of Antifa wannabe. Just totally. That's what I think. So anyways, I'm gonna say it one more time that we have a special. If you get the yearly membership on PatternCast for Bitcoin, and we are working on Ethereum and Litecoin as well, and they will be out soon. It's a lot of work trying to aggregate and get the technology just right so that we have the data that we can do predictive models. If you get into a yearly membership with PatternCast for Bitcoin, and you use the coupon code CRYPTO, you'll get $400 off. And then further, if you go through the checkout and then you pay through coin payments and pay me in Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin or Bitcoin Cash, I will send you an additional $200 in Bitcoin. All right? That's what I'll do. I will definitely send it. That'll be $600 off of that. So that, and quite frankly, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't make up the entire cost of a yearly membership in a week. Tops. Absolute tops. Depending on how big your account is. But on top of that, you know that we have our own Discord trade room, which is absolutely fantastic. And I'm sure that everybody that is a part of PatternCast right now will attest to that. It is the best. You will get daily doses of my tough love and my partners. And you'll get to talk to a bunch of very experienced PatternCast traders. Booger's guy says that Crypto Face was shorting at 3,500. He's like the WWE for crypto. Now, see, the thing is, he is, using his personality to grab a bunch of people and then get them to pay $1,000 for what, maybe what I'll do is I'll go and I'll recreate his market cipher indicator and then give it away for free. Or, better yet, no, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I should do something like that. Just give it away for free. And I said, because that's what it's worth. All right. Now, we have reached that time where there is nothing really more to say in this show. I do want to thank everybody for showing up. You are the best. Get down there, click that like button. Share this on your social media. And this weekend, I will be out with some videos, and I don't think there'll be live streams. I'm going to talk about some important topics. One will be the affiliate program on PatternCast. For those members, you can become an affiliate and make some damn good money. Our goal right now, let's see, with PatternCast, we're approaching 275. Yeah, I think 275 members, something like that. Almost at 300. We need to push so we can get to 1,000, and then 2,000, then 5,000, and then we will rule the world. And then people will have seen the light, and the idiocy of TA, and they will see the light of real statistical pattern recognition technology, statistical probabilities, and how you really get an edge. You will learn how to trade like a real trader, like a professional. It's one of the best investments you could possibly make. I say that with all seriousness. It is really something. I'm very proud of it. My partner's very proud of it. And we're not trying to bring down the world here. We know it's good because one of the biggest futures brokers in the country has taken us on and believes in us, so much so that they've included us on their website as a third-party advisory. We are getting set to do webinars with them. This is also part of Forex.com. So the biggest Forex broker in the world, one of the biggest futures dealers in the world, trusts us. They like what we're doing. They want to do business with us. So why wouldn't you? That's a rhetorical question. Now it is time to go. I want to wish everybody a great weekend, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye.